Go ahead, Peter.
Yeah, thank you. Peter Gurk, Bled Strategic Forum. It was interesting for me because basically for the whole panel, nobody mentioned China. So probably this is the only panel where China, as one of the global powers, was not mentioned. So my question is pretty simple. Where does China fit in what Natalie was saying and also Minister Jaishankar in this new reality that we are finding ourselves in? Are they going to play the ball? Are they going to try to have an agreement on new rules which they would abide by? How is their connection with America going on, and so on and so on? Thanks.
There's a famous saying that if the world is a casino, China is the house, and the house always wins. No matter who shakes the world, it's the house that takes the winnings. So I think thank you, Peter, for asking that. How is China going to respond to many of these developments? But also maybe on the rest of what you just heard.
I was kind of marveling at what I heard. So we have this values-based Europe very upset with Trumpian America. And because it's upset, guess what? They're going to turn to China? So there must be some great value-based connect between Europe and China.
Don't look at me. I mean, look. I have invested in this continent.
And then let's take this further. So there's this terrible law of the jungle out there. Okay, we can't deal with it. So let's stay with the law which we have. Now, what's that law? That game? It's been gamed by China. So the law-abiding, the rule-based order, the multilateral institution, which all of us, by the way, said the China is getting the best out of it, and we say, oh, by the way, we must defend that because the alternative is worse. So I'm left scratching my head a bit.
That a flawed democracy is not as good as an efficient authoritarian regime. I think that's the bottom line.
Stable monarchies, I've said this before.
Stable monarchies is where we are all reverting to.
Exactly.
That's where we are getting to.
Conclusion of panel.
So having said that, let me turn to Michael. Look, let's just reflect on life since November. Okay, and it's less than a month of this administration in office. So think there are another 20 odd months to go, at least. So what has been the conversation? Ukraine, Gaza, Greenland, Panama, tariffs. And you think the world order isn't changing? I mean, and this is less than a month in office.
But why Greenland? I mean, sorry.
Don't ask me. I neither said it nor own it. So the point is that at the end of the day, if there is, I think you used the word, Samir, about overheads. Okay, I found it very interesting that the first foreign policy engagement of this administration consciously was the Quad. Okay. What's so nice about the Quad? It has no overheads. It's a kind of it's going Dutch. Everybody comes, pays their bill, and it's fair, right? So look, if we are looking actually at a different vision of architecture, a different sense of the power of the United States. If there is I don't know, I know Fatih Birol, who's left the room, was there, but some of you may have been at the earlier J.D. Vance speech in Paris on the AI Action Summit, or may have at least read it. There is a belief today in circles which count apparently in the United States, the best that I can make out, that US creativity, power, innovation is actually hamstrung by its commitments and relationships abroad. That if America was really unbound and allowed to, do its fullest, it would serve its interests much better. You may disagree with it or not, but There is such a belief, and it's a very dominant belief today out there. So, if that's the belief, and if diplomacy is significantly shaped by overheads, if these are the kind of issues which are being addressed or at least put on the table fairly early on, tell me the world's not going to change.
The point is that you all have to watch out where you are in the American diplomatic budget sheet. Are you in the overheads or not? And I think that will decide your future.